Hello and welcome to this Volkswizard car sales video on this 2007 56 reg V7 Audi RS4 saloon. It's in sprint blue. It's had 3 owners from new. The key fact is that there was an owner who I think was second, who had it for 14 years and kept it until September 2024. So the last owner had it for a year. He lost his garage space and offered it to me directly as a result of my Project RS4 videos. But this car's most definitely not a project. For a start, the bodywork is untouched. I've just washed it. I was going to machine polish it, but the more I look at it, the less it looks like I can improve it. So what I've done anyway is reverted the wheels back to silver and fitted brand new Goodyear Eagle F1 Supersport tyres. These are one of the best ultra high performance tyres you can buy, and they're better than the ones the car came on when it was new, so it should drive even better than the media found it back in 2006. It's done 73,000 miles. It's got full history, most recently with MRC Tuning in Banbury, one of the best specialists for these cars in the country. The guy lived a few miles away down the M40 from Banbury and went there every year. What else can I tell you? Spec, it's got probably the best spec. So sprint blue, which is a signature colour. We've got the Recaro wingback bucket seats. We have got carbon, and we've got sunroof as well. And we've also got very rare Alcantara microfiber steering wheel and gear knob. Nav as well, which was an option at the time. Pretty out of date now. Yeah, cosmetically not a lot to report really. The finish on the refurb wheels could have been better, but it's still better than they were, and they're not grey, so I think it looks pretty amazing. The mouldings on the bottoms of the doors do tend to corrode inside because they're plastic with a metal filling, so plastic sandwich with metal inside, and they do distort. I've improved this one a bit, but I can't buy them to replace them, and even if I could, it might be tricky to get the right colour, so I think they're probably best left. This one's similarly not perfect, but there are a lot worse on cars at this age, bearing in mind it's coming up for 20 years old actually 19 years old in January. Originality of paint, hard to say. There's nothing that makes me think it's been painted. There's no funny lacquer, no defects in the paint. Even the bonnet is remarkable, almost too good, but there are some smaller chips. So it's not that perfect. There's some chips on the front bumper, which I'll try and improve. As I said, I've not done anything to this car cosmetically. That's it really. Merv Hannum, I could put my plates on, but I'd actually rather leave them on because that's a really nice, reputable, old school prestige car dealership down in Bournemouth, and they sold it to the owner before last. It's still got their tax disc holder and even a tax disc, which I'm not going to disturb. And that can stay as well, which I mentioned in another video. Just shows it's not been loping around in inner city Birmingham. It's been, at marinas on the south coast, which is what you kind of want with an RS4. It's had very recent front discs, presumably by MRC, genuine Audi ones, and pads as well. There is 0 lip on those. Yeah, it's a honey. I think the back windows have been tinted outside the factory, but then the front ones haven't been touched, so it's not all gangster. It looks pretty good. The way you can tell is the bits that are not glass or black in between look whiter than they would do if it was a factory tint. Okay, let's start on this side. Got Bose, which was standard. RS4 sill protectors, which is standard. Manual gearbox, your only choice. Dual climate. A slightly stiff glove box, but if you're careful it won't break. Proper RS4 leather holder in mint condition with all the books in there. Yes, KW V3 coilovers. Let's just go back outside and have a look at those. So DRC suspension with a clever system, actually very similar to the one that McLaren run on their cars now. It doesn't last very long, and you find you can't get the parts now as well. So the thing people do is fit coilovers. KW V3 are the best, and you can manage the ride height as you want, and it's actually quite compliant because it's an expensive suspension even though it's low, so I think it looks amazing. The other thing is that it's got H&R anti-roll bars as well, so it's just like the perfect spec to make a good car even better. Right, so you've done that side. The back, I don't think it's had much use. Back of the seats isn't all kicked about. I put Autoglim leather care balm on it now. I've rubbed it off with a microfiber, so it's quite matte, so it just looks a little bit dry. And then we have the driver's seat. So these do wear, but it's not too bad. Bolster's really solid. Front centre armrest hinge is all good. Check out that Alcantara steering wheel. So I'm sure this was an option. I've just never seen it before. I've cleaned it, so it's definitely not as smooth and shiny as it was when I got the car, but it's a little bit gruff, but probably get better with use. RS4 badge is pretty intact. Sport button is perfect. That is so rare, and that just shows it's been driven by somebody who hasn't been sticking it in sport mode and hammering it on every journey. Original floor mats, stainless pedals, driver's door card is perfect. Let's have a look under the bonnet in a bit. Let's just do the boot next. So saloon, only time in RS4 was in saloon form. Original quarter panel seams down there. I've had the boot floor out and back panel's original. I put some new tyre foam in there, that's the old stuff there. It's got a genuine Audi battery, but not the original one, because it's got a parts like a TPS pick and slip on it, so that's a good sign as well. Warning triangle still there, luggage net still there. So silver exhaust tips, they do sit up quite readily because it does run very rich, this car. I don't know if the MRC Tune has done anything to that. Now, it's not really been modified for performance because there's not much you can do with these normally aspirated engines, but MRC have taken the inlet manifold flaps out. You can tell by these bits on here, and they have to map the car to do that. So yeah, and maybe they increase the fueling as well because the factory can't do that because of emissions. So yeah, I haven't touched it under here. Check out the wing bolts and bonnet bolts, sticker there, that needs a good vacuum actually. You can see somebody's polished this before, so that's why the paint's so good. But I'll get all that white stuff off. All original stickers on the front there. So yeah, this is just a quick walk around video with my phone and no external mics. It's a bit windy, sorry about that, but I just wanted to capture this car right now. If you're interested, just drop me an email, andrew@volkswizard.co.uk. Thanks for watching.